minutes. But someone will say, how are the dead raised, and with what kind of body do they come? That's a fair question. Someone in a near-death experience said this, and I don't know this to be true at all, but they said, in heaven, you can will yourself to be at whatever age you want to be. Interesting. Because I thought about that, because you do hear some of these experiences, that I saw Grandpa, he looks like he used to look, or he was a young man. If you could do that, and I was in heaven, and I knew my grandkids had died or something, I'd want to be this age again. I'd want to be the age where they recognize me, right? That's very interesting. It's just conjecture. Look at verse 36 through 38. You fool, that which you sow does not come to life unless it dies. And that which you sow, you do not sow the body which is to be, but a bare grain, perhaps of wheat or something else. But God gives it a body just as he wished, and to each of the seeds a body of its own. See, he says, you're going to get a spiritual body, but you're not going to get it till you die, fool. You know, you got to die first. And he said, it's not going to be exactly like you are now, but a lot like what you are now. Like a seed, an acorn turns into an oak tree. We even know with Jesus, when he came back in his earthly resurrected body, he was flesh and bones, not blood, but flesh and bones. But if you notice the scripture, people, they recognized him, but not right away. Do you notice that? Mary at the tomb, she didn't recognize him until he spoke to her. She says, oh, Rabbi. Once he spoke to her, she put two and two together. The guys on the road to Emmaus, they said, wasn't our heart burning? And after he left, they go, that was Jesus. So let's look at verse 39, 40. All flesh is not the same flesh, but there is one flesh of men, one flesh of beasts, another flesh of birds, and another of fish. There are also heavenly bodies and earthly bodies, but the glory of the heavenly is one, the glory of the earthly is another. So he says, man, there's different bodies. Jesus ate food in his new glorified body. Oh man, I hope we eat and don't get fat. I'm going to request 10 dozen of Krispy Kreme donuts as soon as I get to heaven. I'm going to chow those things down, man. But Jesus could eat. He could walk through walls. He could appear and disappear. See, do you understand right now as you sit here tonight, you're sitting here in an earth suit. That's not you. It's part of you, but the earth suit is, you're going to shed that someday like a snake sheds his skin. You live inside the earth suit. This earth suit is made adaptable for this earth. If you go to the moon, you can't go in the earth suit. Earth suit doesn't work on the moon. The earth suit doesn't work real far under the ocean. It wasn't made for that. So to live in heaven in this other realm, we have to have a different kind of suit. When I do funerals, I tell people all the time, I go, this is not your loved one here. We only have their earth suit in the box. They're alive, they're gone. So don't act like that this is them. It's not them. Look at verse 41, because it's really interesting. It says, there is one glory of the sun, another glory of the moon, another glory of the stars. For star differs from star in glory. I think what this says is that when we get to heaven, we'll all shine, some brighter than others, some not as much. What will that have to do with the rewards and how we lived our life on earth? But I think it was Chuck Smith or somebody say that when we get to heaven, we will all be very, very happy. All of us will be. We're in heaven, woo! But our capacity for enjoyment will be different. It's like you can fill a barrel up and you can fill a thimble up. They're both filled, but their capacity is different. For example, at Christmas, if you have little ones in your family, sometimes they get more carried away with the wrapping paper and the boxes than they do the presents. They can play for hours with the wrapping paper and boxes and be happy, 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 but we can't be. I need a Lamborghini to be that happy. My presents take on a little different thing, okay? Well, in heaven, everybody will be happy, but our capacity for enjoyment will be different according to our rewards, okay?